Hey everybody, hope you guys are doing well. So I'm coming to you for Tip Tuesday, and I want to show you. I've had several folks ask me about the Google survey and not knowing how to create one. So this is what I'm going to do, an instructional video that we will keep pinned to the top of the page for anybody to learn how. Now, my best piece of advice is you need your cell phone and your laptop or computer. So that way you can watch the video, stop, do what I'm telling you to do, and then you can hit play, and you can do the next step. This is how I learned many years ago, and this is going to be helpful for you as well. Hey, y'all. I'm watching. I can't see the comments, who's commenting, but I can see the comments of what y'all are. So, hey, y'all have to tell me who you are. All right, so first thing, I'm going to share my screen, and let me know if you can see what I'm seeing. So the first thing you're going to do is go to Google. So instead of having to learn a website, this is the easiest thing to do. Is go to Google, and then in the search bar, search Google survey. It's the easiest way to do. You must have a Gmail account, a Google account to do this. And so you'll see Google Forms, sign in right there. We're going to click that. All right, you can see I have lots and lots of steps. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to click blank. You want to create you a new form. And so this is a very powerful tool inside the party. It's a very, very powerful tool outside of the party when you need new datings. It's really good. So I'm going to open mine so I can copy the questions. The first thing you want to do is click what your title is going to be. So this is my Tupperware survey. You can take these questions just like this. Okay, and so the first, it says form description. And so I'm going to put in there, complete the form in its entirety. And then I'm going to move to question 1. So the first question that you need is you need to know their name, right? So we're going to put your first and last name. So this is going to be a short answer because you want them to be able to type it in. You also want to make sure that this is clicked right here, which is the required button. Because if it's not required, you're going to have answers that you don't know who they belong to. So you can go over here to the right-hand side and click Add a Question. So the next thing is I want their contact information. So I'm going to put email address. Now, I do not want that multiple choice. You can see it changed the short answer. That is correct. That is also a required question. And actually, I make them all be required. So the next one is going to be the cell phone number. I want a contact number. And then I put in parentheses, this is how I contact the winner. If I'm doing a door prize, and I usually offer this in my party if I have 7 or 8 or 10 fill this out, that I do a door prize, I want their answer. And so you also want that short answer. You also want that required. So the next thing is we want to know how much they love Tupperware. Because first of all, you're going to recruit people who love Tupperware, right? You're going to date parties with people who love Tupperware. And you just need to know if your customer loves it. So on a scale of, from 1 to 10, and then in parentheses, 10 being love. How do you feel about Tupperware? Okay, so you can see it already changed to a linear scale, so like 1 to 10. So it has 1 to 5, so we want to change that to the 10 mark. This is also going to be a required question. So you're going to go click your next one. The next one is how much Tupperware do you own? You really want to get to know your customer. So how much Tupperware do you own? You probably are thinking, well, what does this have anything to do with what we're trying to figure out? And it's really important. So I'm going to go, let me make sure I can look at this view form. So we're going to make this a question. It's really important, though, that you find out what they own because they may own one piece. So it's always good to know. And so you're going to have a multiple choice answers on this. So option number 1, I own pretend Tupperware or fake Tupperware. Okay, then you just click to the next row and it'll let you type. Your next one is I have a few vintage pieces of Tupperware. That's good to know that their mom or grandmother loved it. All right, so the next one is I have several pieces of Tupperware. The next one is I can't seem to get enough. Those are the people that you're contacting to join you or to date a party. The next one is any more, and I will have to build an addition to my home. We have those people too. You also, if you want to get really fancy, you see where there's a little picture sign, you can put pictures beside the choices. I don't think that's necessary, so if it confuses you, don't worry about doing that. All right, so that's a required question. It's very important. So we're going to click add a new question. So the next thing is you really need to know what is on their wish list. Because, for example, if it's the supersonic chopper and the supersonic chopper goes on sale, you have this list that you can go to every month and say, oh, I need to contact this customer. So this is your list of leads. So do you have a wish list? If so, what's on it? So we don't want that multiple choice. So you can see they allowed it to be a paragraph, and that's correct. And it is required question. So we're going to go to the next one. So we got their wish list. So then you want to ask if you could have any, piece of Tupperware free, and always capitalize free, that's very important. What would you choose? And you will leave that a blank so I can put it up. Because it may be something that we don't have currently, and it may come back later. So you want to have this information. Plus, if they're wanting free Tupperware, that means they want to host a party, guys. So we're going to go to the next one. If you could have any piece of Tupperware free, what would you choose? Oh, sorry. I just said that, y'all. So I don't need to say that again. The next one is, would you be interested in receiving free or half price Tupperware? So this is important. So this is going to be a yes/no question. It's going to be multiple choice. Yes, mine already changes it. It kind of gauges the question because it already went on there. And this is, if they answer yes to this, I hope you are asking them to book a party. Because if you're not asking them to book a party, you're missing out on party days. All right. So, of course, we have more. So let's go to the next one. This is when we're pretty much asking them, would you ever consider hosting a quick party with me to earn free Tupperware and awesome deals? Okay, so this is going to be multiple choice. You want to make it realistic, right? So you don't want to say yes, no. You want to give them options. So the first one is, and then period, heck yes. Because we want to show how fun it is to have a party, right? The next one is I can be bribed with a free gift from, and y'all know what the free gift is? That's the dating gift. You're not giving them anything extra, okay? They were going to get that anyway, but it just makes it sound a little bit more special. The next one is not right now, but in the near future. Okay, y'all? I'm going to tell you this. You need to write these things down, and you need to ask them every single month because they're kind of interested. Maybe it was not a good time last month. So if you go and look at your surveys and you see this from 6 months ago, I hope you're asking them every single month because that's losing that audience if you don't. So that's a very important one right there. All right, the next one is I am not sure. I need more information. That's when you're reaching out. Now, you're going to give them the option to say not interested because you really don't want to force them into the party, but you want to convince them that it's going to be question you want to look at every single time. So we're going to add the question again. All right. If you would consider hosting a party, or if you just, in capitals, change your mind right now, what type of party would you prefer? Now, guys, if you only do virtual parties, you can omit this question. But for me, I do any type of party. So I can do in-home, because I love in-home parties. I can do a 30-minute break Facebook party. I do catalog parties or a book party. Or you can even do a Zoom party. I mean, you can do anything. And also, and I'm just adding these, you don't have to add these, but like for me, I love theme parties, so wouldn't it be so much fun to do a Super Bowl party because we're the OG Super Bowl, right? So these are just a few things that you can add. You need to make it as individualized for yourself as possible. All right, we're going to add another question, and this is very important. Do not omit this one. Would you ever consider doing what I do? All this is important. This is how you're getting this to recruits. So you see, it did not change it. It left it as a paragraph. We want to go to multiple choice. So we're going to slide to the multiple choice and go to option number 1. Yes. Only $15 to sign up. Sign me up. $15 to get started. Sorry. Okay, so you're going to go to option 2. I am interested in hearing how it works. Guys, when you get these answers, I really, really hope that you are contacting them when they contact you. Don't wait a month. Now, you can always go back if they give you no, but make sure you're doing that follow up because the fortune is in the follow up, maybe in the future. Now, if they click this, I hope that you write it in your secret. On January 3rd, 2023, Sarah Berry messaged me wanting to join, interested maybe in the future, and then you contact her every month and tell her that you're joining offers every month. Please do not disregard that. And the last one is I am not interested, which we have to be interested, right? Okay, so that's all on that one. And then the final one, guys, this is just strictly your choice. I like to have a circle, a funnel to funnel them back to my VIP group. Because if you're getting all these customers and meeting these people in the virtual parties and you're not somehow gathering them to help them be their Tupperware lady, then you're losing potential. So it's always good to say, add me on social media, okay? And then you can go to your VIP group. So let's go to my Facebook. And I'm going to show you, if you do not know how to get the link to your VIP group, this is really easy when you do it from a computer. You can just go copy it. So we're going to go to Facebook so we can snag that link. My VIP group is Cook with Brooke. So I'm going to go to that bookmark on the side of my computer. Well, right. Here we go. All right, you can see, here we go. And do you see in this bar up here, your web bar, there is my web address. So I'm going to click copy. I'm going to go back to this, to my form, and then I'm going to paste that link. Actually, I'm going to paste it not like that. Okay, so there's the link. And you can put down here, I'm a member of your Tupperware group. Just added myself. To Cook with Brooke. Now, guys, if they want my door prize, they have to finish these forms. So you will see I will have people that say that they did it and they didn't do it. Guys, I don't add them in my door prize. I don't count them as one of my numbers because they didn't finish it. This is part of how you get into my door prize because I want to have contacts. Now, when you're up here and looking, so we're done with this, you're going to see right here, you want to preview what your form looks like. It's the eyeball. So you're going to click the eyeball and look, here it is. Here's your form. So then you're probably wondering, well, how in the world do I get it? I send it to people. How do I put it in my parties? So you're going to click the send button. So on the send button, it says send via, and if you look in the middle, it looks like a pink button. You're going to click that. I always shorten the URL, and then I click copy. And so you can copy that. You can send it. You can put it inside your Facebook parties. You can put it on Facebook. It is so important. Now, there's a lot of other features, like you can customize the theme, all this kind of fun stuff. So if you want to change your colors, you can change your colors, you can change the headings. But the main thing is, how do you find your responses? So I'm going to go to this one, and I am going to make an answer. So here it is. So I'm going to put my answers down, and I'm going to be doing it as you guys are. Share form. Okay, so I'm answering this, and I'm just going to do shorthand so that way it won't take me long. Okay. I'm not going to fill this all the way up so you guys can fill it. Okay, I want you to look. I have not clicked submit. So I want you to look at the top where it says responses. Okay, that's where I want you to look. I'm hitting submit, and you see it already says one. It is in live time. You can click responses, and there's a couple things you need to familiarize yourself. If you want to see the individual that was just filled out, you can see here it is what I filled out. Now, if you love Excel and you love spreadsheets, go up here to the Excel sign. You click that, create a new spreadsheet. It's going to open this up. A lot of times I'll leave this up on my computer so that way I can see the timestamp when they fill it out, and it automatically adds it in live time. Is that not cool? I think it's very neat. So let me tell you about the Google survey. So it's January. It's the start of a new year. You have Tupperware laying around in your stock, right? Probably all of you. You have no parties in your books. This is just a scenario. I would go out to my personal page and say, hey, I'm going to give away a $25 surprise pack of Tupperware to one lucky person when I have 50 people complete my form. Okay? So you're going to stick it out there. If 50 people don't fill it out, you don't have to give anything away. But if you get 50 new contacts, oh my stars, guys, how you can grow your business. I hope this has been helpful, guys. This is going to be pinned to the top of our featured page, at the top of the team page. It's also going to be on our Excite Party Sales YouTube channel. Please send this out. I've had lots of folks asking me to walk them through. The best suggestion is to get your phone and get your computer and stop. Watch it on your phone, this video. You can start when I'm doing the questions. You can type it and then hit play again, and then hit pause, and then hit play. That's how I did mine many years ago. So I hope this has been helpful. If I can help you guys in any way, please let me know. But I want to